Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Adriana, we're waiting for more students, for more pupils.
It's okay. Our students will also join in a few moments.
Perfecto, perfecto.
Thank you.
¿Dónde está Susana? Ya había bajado. Esto sale, chicos.
May I ask how many people are we waiting for? Like, do you have like an exact like number or?
Hello, Marco. I think we are waiting for Italian students.
Are you the Spanish people?
Yeah, we're Spanish, yes.
Amazing. Where are you from Spain?
What?
Where are you from Spain?
Valencia.
I've been in Valencia like a couple of times. It's amazing. Beautiful city.
Yes.
And you guys, you are from Romania, right?
Hello, yes,
Hello,
I'm from
yes.
Romania.
Which city are you from?
Craiova.
I don't know. I'm sorry. But I know many cities because you have to know that in Torino we have like a huge community of people that come from Romania, and they are all from Bacau.
Oh, okay.
So
We know that.
Bacau is very far from us, but we are not very far from the capital. Only like 2 hours drive.
Ah, okay, that's good. That's good. The other girl that is coming, she is called Alice, and she is also from Romania. I mean, she's born in Italy, but her parents are from Romania. And how old are you? Like which like high school level are you? Like second year, last year? It's a question for everyone.
Here in Spain, they are 16 years old.
Okay, so
Fourth grade. Well, if four, I think your season, I don't know.
so it's not the last it's not the last year, it's the year before, right?
2 years before the last.
Okay. And you guys?
We also have 4 years of high school, and we are on the second to last, which is the third year. So we have one more year until we graduate.
Okay, amazing. Because in Italy we have 5 years of high school, 3 years of middle school, 5 years of elementary school. So we finish when you are around 1918. It depends. So we are longer, we can say. And after, of course, you have university or whatever you search for.
Here at 18, they start university, 18 years old.
Yeah, and like in the organization where I am, there is a huge community from Spain. I was in like from the end of January to the middle of February. I've been in Spain in in two events. I was in Bilbao and Marbella, so I spent a lot of time in Spain.
So as far as I know, we were waiting for Italian students. I don't know if they are connected or not.
Yes, they sent me this link that is different from the other one. I can write an email to Mrs. Mariotto. I hope it's the right link also because they sent me this one. I mean, they sent me two and they told me this one it was the right
This
one.
is a good one.
Yeah, they told me this is the good one. And well, I mean, in Valencia, I think you support Valencia, right? Football
Yes.
team. And you guys in Romania, which team do you support?
So here we have the city team,
Uh-huh.
Craiova. That's we also had some European matches with the team from Germany.
From?
I don't know, but we are quite good.
Amazing.
Not
That's
on
important.
Real Madrid and Barca level.
No, of course. My
But-
team is a very bad team in Italy, so it doesn't matter. The thing is like the important thing is like to be in love with a team and to support it until the end. Always. This is the most important thing. The passion, you know. So in Valencia, how many students are you now?
What, Marco?
How many students are you in total?
We are 12.
Well, and that's all, no?
Yes,
You're
yes.
not missing. Okay.
No. We're not waiting for anyone.
And you guys, you are, I see three of you, but I don't know how many are you actually?
From what I know, we are a lot of kids, but I'm not sure the exact number.
But you are not in the same class. You are in different places.
Different
no-
classes in different high schools, but we here are from the same class.
Yes.
Yeah, no, okay. That's what I wanted to mean.
Hello, if I may say a few words.
Of course, madam.
I
Please.
am from Romania, one of the teachers. We are there from different classrooms and schools.
Okay.
Because I am a teacher in quite a special school, let's say like this. I've never encountered in Europe this kind of school I teach to. We are a public school, so we have the same status as any other school. We are teachers like any other teacher, but we only teach in non-formal education. So our curricula is non-formal. We are the one who create our own curricula, and it has to be approved by the Ministry of Education. So the students come to our institution outside their classes. So if they go to school in the morning, they come to us in the afternoon. If they go to school in the afternoon, they come to us in the morning. And we work with students from 5 years old until they finish high school, maybe 18 or 19 years old. And even we have the same specialization like any other teachers. For example, I am an English teacher, so I finished English and French at the university. But here at the school, I teach British culture and civilization.
Mhm.
So I think
I didn't
I
know.
don't
That's
know if
amazing.
and we are an independent school.
Hmm.
And I don't know, in Romania, in each important city, there is such a school like ours. And we also have smaller schools that depend on us, and they are in smaller towns in our region. But in our county, let's say, in Romania, we are about 43 counties. In
Hmm.
each county, there is such an institution, and in small towns, there are smaller institutions that have fewer teachers, maybe. For example, in my school, we are 33 teachers in the main city. So our city, Craiova, which is in the south of Romania, not far from Bucharest, 2 hours by car. We are 33 teachers, and we work with students from our city. And I think it's quite important because in all the other systems, these extracurricular activities are taught in schools. So in after schools, or they have programs. But where I went with my students, I've never encountered a public school where you can teach only extracurricular activities. And we have 4 fields, let's say. So we have languages, foreign languages, and cultures and civilizations. We have sports, we have science, also technology, and also environmental protection and arts, theater, things like this. And one students can come and attend several classes whenever they can. And we have students that come to us for many, many years. So they can come from kindergarten and attend our classes until they finish high school sometimes. And most of the time they find what they want to do in life here in
Nice.
our school. So they find their path, and we help them choose a career, because we also have partnerships with other institutions. With the Astronomical Institute, for example, of the Romanian Academy in Romania, and with many other institutions, and they go there and find what they want to do with their life, which I think it's quite important. Thank you very much.
Thanks to you, madam. Thanks for your engagement and for your passion for
Marco,
students.
do you hear me? You hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm speaking with Maria from Teriso.
Yes.
She has problems to connect because maybe she's trying to enter with business account to this meeting, and he cannot connect. So I'm speaking
But
to
she's the one that created the link. That's strange.
no, because I create the link because I have
You did.
yes, because I can record the session.
Okay. Did you try to invite her like directly from?
Yes, I'm gonna do it. So just wait for 3 minutes or 2 minutes.
Yeah. I don't have any problem for waiting. Like.
Because, I asked her to send me her email. Do you have her email or not?
Yes, I can write it on the chat. All right.
Please.
It is unfortunately like the school one, but we can try. Okay.
I had sent her an invitation, so waiting for her request.
Amazing, amazing. That's perfect. And after we can start like we take our time and no problem. We have no rush. Maybe you will tell us like this.
We have next class at 10 minutes to 11.
Okay, so we need to rush a bit maybe.
Maybe Marco, do you have her telephone number? Maybe you can call her.
I don't have a phone number. If you have, I can call her.
No, I don't have. Oh, yes. Yes, I have it. Let me.
Please let me call her so we can solve this problem.
Sí.
So if you are okay, amazing. Sorry. 34893121117. They are trying. They are figuring out like a solution. Do you have any question for us, like in general? If you want to start like making some ice breaking, like if you have any question, we are here for this also.
Or actually, what do you expect from the call? Like, what do you think we're here for? Do you have any idea?
Just to give us your experience in European Parliament.
Okay.
Amazing. Just for information, we are not that old. Like we are
And
like
I'm saying-
21 years old. So I mean, we are older than you, but not that old. Like we are not like Ankh or like Boomer. Like we are young. Also because European Youth Parliament is like we call it like organization of youth, run by youth. Like after like when you are 24 years old, you get retirement from this organization. So we are closer to the retirement, but we can say that we are in our golden age. Now I'm like in my crisis of middle age, so I will buy a Ferrari. No, I'm kidding, of course. But we are both students from university, so this is like volunteering. What we do is volunteering. We are not paid for. We do it for free, and that's one of the most important value and core of our organization. There are people that are paid because they are like employed, but we are not employed. We are volunteering in the National Committee of UIPA Italy. But yes, we can wait like 2-3 minutes more, but after I will maybe start, because if you have to go at 50, worst case scenario, we can have another module, like another time with the Italian people. Is not going to be a problem for us. I mean, maybe Alice, I don't know if you have lectures that you should go.
Perfect, you can start. You can start.
You talked to Miss with Miss Mariotto. Sir. Sir, did you talk with Miss Mariotto? She told you to start?
Hi, yes, he said we could start, and I also wanted to ask you, maybe you can say a few words exactly what this
Yeah, of
youth
course,
parliament is about.
Yeah, it was
For students to understand.
yeah, it was already planned. So my name is Marco Nerietti. I'm from Italy, from the amazing city of Torino. And since 2022, I am part of the European Youth Parliament. That is an organization that run in Europe. Not European Union, Europe. It's very important to specify it. So all the countries that are part of the European Council, so not the Council of the European Union, but the European Council, can be part of the national committee that are in the network of UAP. So, for example, there is also United Kingdom, there is Norway, there is Serbia, there is also countries that are not in the European Union, Switzerland. And basically, we are an organization that counts something like more than 500 events per year, events that are organized and in across the all the Europe, and we count like something like 30,000 students and people that are part of this project each year. After is different the number of people that actually stay in UAP in network, but like the people that we move with the events is around 30,000 people. So we are a huge organization. Each country, as I told you, of the Council of Europe has a national committee or have the possibility to have it. For example, there are someone that are not like we say active. For example, UAP Denmark, it's a while that they don't do nothing, or a while that they don't have people. In Italy, luckily, we are very active. Me and Alice, we are part of the National Coordination Board. So we are part of the 27 people that decide the future of the organization in Italy. Me, I am a senior board member for fundraising and public relations. It means that I search money and partnership for our organization. For example, I talk with the Senate of the Republic of Italy. I talk with the parliamentary from European Union. So my job basically is to find money and to talk with cool people. And I will let speak Alice now.
Yeah, so my name is Alice, and I'm a senior board member for media and communication. From what you can expect, it involves social media, so basically like the coordination of social media, but also what happens during the sessions and how we can advertise it throughout the network. So if you see what happens during an event, you can see it due to us, or like thanks to us and our teams, or either like the creation of logos, templates, so working on the graphic aspect of basically a session. So whatever else like happens in a session, it's like it's very easy. It's basically a simulation of the debates that happen in the parliament. So basically you're going to have various committees, all of them working on a specific topic, and throughout the session they're going to have this main topic. I don't know, for example, an environmental topic that can be fast fashion. It can be like a more transport related topic, so how to better improve transport or like just regional connections. So basically you're going to have different groups, schools coming from the same national committee. So for example, all Italians, they can also come from abroad. So for example, you could go from either Spain or Romania or France to Italy or to another country, and you're going to have your few days of bonding with the team. You're going to have a facilitator facilitating the process. You're going to work on the topic, find some solutions to the problem, to the actual problem, and then you're going to debate it with other committees during the last day, which is called General Assembly, which is called GA. And basically after this, you're going to be able to gain some, let's say, experience on the topic itself. Maybe you can be interested in the topic because you can have the chance to choose the topic among others. You may be a little bit more unlucky and like end up with the topic that you don't care about and be like, okay, what am I doing here? But then in the end, it happens that it's a very nice process. And what happens is basically you're going to write a whole resolution that you're going again to debate. So it's a very, very nice opportunity for you to both like engage in social activities, because it's a little bit out of the comfort side of many. But it turns out being very fun. You can like improve your like research skills. So you're going to very quickly have to analyze, I don't know how many sources, and be like, okay, we can trust this one, or this is the main information that we can get from this one. And in the end, you're going to face many opportunities in which you have to public speak, or you have to improvise, or you have to manage to find a compromise with other people, or like show what your opinion is in a very respectful way. So it's very nice for like, I would say, public speaking. And maybe this is something that we can cover later, but we have many roles within these sessions. So as we said, Marco introduced it from a very wide kind of way. So from like the national like committees that work for these events, then there are these events, and within these events we have multiple roles. I can name a few, and then I will let Marco name the others. For example, there's the organizational part. So if you like organizing, if you like talking with sponsors, you're the one in charge for like finding venues, for finding money, for finding food for the participants at the event. Then there's the media aspect. So those with the cameras that just go around and take pictures. It's a very fun activity. If you don't like the academic aspect of it, you can just revolve around it and like go with your creativity. There's the jury part. So basically, there's people who come within your room, listen to your debates, and they're going to select you to go to other sessions, and they can enhance your growth throughout the session itself. So telling you what can be improved, what can be done different, or what you've done like in a very natural way, in a very nice way. And Marco, I don't know if you want to continue with the rest of them.
Yeah, there are not many of that. Just think, I saw a guy that maybe wanted to make a question from Valencia. If you have any question or any points, you can just like talk, no problem. By the way, yes, we have few teams left. We have the academic team, my favorite team. Basically, it's the team that lead all the delegates to write and to compose the resolution of the actual problem. So the facilitator, and also like we can say the facilitators of the facilitators. So basically, there are some people that help the facilitator to make the perfect job. After we have the event safe person, so there are 2 to 3 people that are in charge of the safety of each participant or each participants. So basically, they are in charge of like respecting the rule, like making sure that everyone respect the rule, everyone feel like comfortable. Our events are short events, like everything happens in 4 days or 6 days or 10 days. It depends on the like size of the event. So you can see that they are sometimes can be overwhelming. I'm not like giving you like negative vibe, but sometimes it happens that maybe also with your personal life running on other problems, it can make you feel like overwhelmed because there is a lot. Is like a very intense event and intense experience. So they make sure that you feel all right and you're feeling good. So this was basically what is our organization. Today we are talking about, yes, please.
Marco, we have a question.
Yes,
Ronan.
please. Come and
Sit down here.
Are you going to do any events in Spain?
yes, I did it twice. I mean, in the last 3 years, I've been in Spain 5 times. That's a lot, trust me. And I covered different roles. I covered the academic one as facilitator. In the academic team, I covered all of them. I did chairperson, that is the facilitator. I did vice president, that is basically the vice, not is not the president, is the vice that also like follow the work of the chairperson, so the facilitators. And this year, for the first time, I did the president of the session. That is like the highest role that you can have in an academic team, and it was a great experience. After, I also covered jury position, so I was like judging the work of other students like same age of you in Barcelona. And after, I did also media team member, so I was doing photos and creating video in Bilbao. So, and in Valencia I was a chairperson, so that's like, you know, because I told you that also
Yeah.
Alice, she
I
lives
also-
in Spain actually.
I live in Madrid currently, so I had the opportunity to go last week, basically to Valencia for a regional session. My first one was in Madrid, and the second one was in Sevilla. The thing is, the Spanish network is very wide in the sense of they do a lot of these events at a little scale, so you can like put them everywhere. And in my personal opinion, I don't want to be biased, and I don't want to bias you, but their events are very, very nice. Like I had a lot of fun, and if I have to count where I put them, where I place them, they're among like my favorites. So yeah.
Crazy event, can I be honest? Very crazy. But we were talking about European citizenship. So what it means be European citizen? Do you have any clue, guys? Like someone want to tell me what is, in your opinion, means being a European Union citizen? Any of you, please don't make me the awkward silence in school. Come on.
There's no wrong answers.
No, that's it. Please don't take it like because I was student too. Okay, I know the situation. Like you see two people talking like this, and probably you would like to be somewhere else. It's fine, but please don't take it like school. It's very chill conversation with some of pair of you. So please, can someone say something? Anything is good, but
Can
say
you
something.
repeat the question, please?
Yes, what it means for you, in your opinion, being a European citizen?
For me, the greatest part of being an European citizen is being able to travel freely to countries and to experience part of their culture.
That's an amazing answer. Someone else want to add something? Oh, Mrs. Mariotto. We were talking about what it means being European citizens. Oh, I see someone from Spain. Maybe want to tell us something? No? No. Maybe? Okay. We move on. So please. I can't hear you.
Being a part of using the same currency.
Okay. Amazing. So yes, this is more like what it means being in the European Union, but is completely fine as the answer. Being European citizen is just basically doing something that can be considered as active citizen. So basically, doing something that is good not only for yourself but your country, but as whole European Union. I don't think you need to become like an activist or make great thing. There are also little action that makes you a great European citizen. First of all, something that I really always invite people to do, it's voting. Voting is something that is essential. Maybe you don't have the age at the moment to vote, but in 2 years you will. Voting is one of the little and most important thing that you can do. It's very meaningful. You maybe can think that your vote doesn't count. That's not true. Each vote always count, and it's not only meant to talking about a European election, but every election that you have, local one, regional one, national one, international one. It's meaningful and very important that you always go to vote and apply your right to vote. As you know, the right of vote is something that people like fought for that. So we always have to be grateful for the right that we have and never like waste it. So little action like this, like going to vote, express your idea, express your opinion, are the most important and meaningful action that you can do. In European Youth Parliament of Spain this year, the theme was small action, lasting changes. And I think this is the perfect motto that we can like resume everything. Small action can be impactful changement. Like you changes, sorry. You as a like singular person, you can be an important changement for your life, for the future, and for the Europe in general. You don't have to be like the president of Romania or the president of Spain. You just doing little actions that are in the core values of the European Union, and you can be you can have an impactful like oh sorry, I don't have the word. Like you can be like have an impact on your life and on your future. Me and Alice, we decided to be part of the European Youth Parliament. That is an organization of volunteering in Europe, and that follows the core values of the European Union. So the diversity, the cultural merge, um, the respect of basic human rights. So all the charts of the European Union values are respected in WP, of course, and we take them as core value for our like events, but also our lives, we can say. So I think there are many ways of doing European citizenship actively. We are doing something. We are part of this organization that creates event for people that don't have the same opportunity, maybe, or that gives something that is different from normal education. Mrs. Sorry for the mispronunciation. Calamus, right? Calamuk. I'm sorry.
You can
But
tell me Felicia. It's okay.
thank you so much. Miss Felicia told us an amazing experience, an amazing opportunity that she works with, that is basically giving a different type of education. That's also something that you can call as being part of the European Union and being a European citizen, because it's something that can have a huge impact on people and can maybe change the life of these people. In 2022, when I started doing UAP, I was preparing for medicine school. People from Italy know very well that in Italy you have to make a very hard pre-test. Now, not anymore, but when I was in high school, yes. I'm not that old. I repeat, I'm not that old, but it was like 4 years ago, and I was preparing for this test. After doing EYP event, I completely changed my mind and I decided to study what I'm studying now, that is international relations. So you can see how this organization had a huge impact on my life, and how much like, and like the reason that I decided to stay in is basically to discover a new country, to discover new people, uh, to get out from my comfort zone, because sometimes it's hard. Like when I was 17, I took a plane alone and I float from Bergamo to Cyprus, in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, alone, all by myself. it was something that like really changed myself and really changed my mind.
Yeah, like
And
for
I
example,
wanted, no, sorry, maybe our students are too shy to ask, but can you tell them, for example, how can they be part of this European Parliament? Are there some conditions? Do they have to be over 18 or no?
yeah, it really depends. It really depends on the national committee we're talking about. So, for example, the Spanish students are going to have like a different type of process rather than the Romanian ones. But usually, what happens is if you participate to one of these sessions, usually it goes to regional and nationals. You can be basically, you can have your own experience, and if you're so interested in joining the organization, you can refer to the persons, to the people that are like working in a national committee, as we are in like for EYP Italy. So basically, by contacting them, you can start working as again a delegate or like one of these officials roles within the events. And then from there, you can see what else do you want to do within the organization. So try different roles or stay within the national committees. So we can maybe share even later if we have a contact, the emails for the fellow national committees. So the students that are interested in like joining, they can like basically send an email, and the procedure are going to be explained even better for them to join, because we can tell them from an Italian point of view, from an Italian side, but then the other committees like work in a different way. So, maybe we cannot just go in there. And then I wanted to ask very quickly, so we can like go straight to the question aspect of this meeting. Is anyone interested in politics generally, or it's like I'm a fan of Europe? Just very, very, in a sincere way. If you could raise your hands, if you are, like, if you read news often, thank you for the email. Or if you're not like very interested. So if you're not, raise your hands, please. So I suppose everybody's very interested.
As interested as we can be, knowing the fact that we also have school and other things. From my perspective, I'm 17 years old, and so I started to get into politics because we had a weird situation here in Romania. This is something internal with our president, and so that's how I started to really look into it. I'm still in the beginning, so I still have more to learn, but it's a start.
That's very nice. That's actually very nice, because personally I was interested like for nothing in politics in European Union. So you already have like a start, so you can even get more and more involved, right? And personally for me, for example, EYP changed this thing. As for Marco, I wanted to do arts and fashion, and we're here. And basically what also EYP brought me, it's basically going to a random session in Serbia, experiencing the best life ever there with other people. From there, I decided to move to Belgium randomly, without a plan, without anything. I applied for science, like European studies and international studies as well. I started there. I got interested. I haven't missed the voting. I went from Belgium to Italy just to vote. And then I moved to Spain currently, and then I'm moving to Paris soon. So this is what also EYP has given me, in the sense of it made me very interested in like trying to get what I can from, first of all, the freedom of movement and the freedom of working in other countries. If you have it, why not to use it? And then generally, I think that the people that surround you plays a big impact on what your interests are and what your interests can be and how active you can be as a citizen. And I don't know, Marco, I would say that's pretty much it. Since we only have 5 to 10 minutes for your questions, we can leave a space for you if you have any specific doubt or any specific question. We're very much happy to answer. or otherwise we remain also in contact with the emails, of course, in case you guys want to, even like give an opportunity to this kind of experience, be like, okay, let's just try it out. Maybe I will like it, maybe I will not like it. So if you have, yeah.
I also have one last question because I got curious while you were talking. Marco said that he was studying for like med school, and after the experience, he dropped this idea. And you studied for like fashion and art, and you also dropped it. Uh, at least from the med school point of view, that's a paying career. Can you transform from a volunteer? Can you become like a politician, or is it something else totally? Like, how would you make money after this?
Okay. Let's say that what we do, European Youth Parliament, is not something that only if you study politics or international relations you can do. Like, we have also people that study medicine or engineering and everything. So you can see it's a very open mind and open organization. Everyone can join. I personally just decided to drop to do medicine, to do international relations, because it was my I don't know. I did European Youth Parliament, and I felt something that it was something that was calling me. Okay, I know, maybe it sounds strange, maybe sounds stupid, maybe I am. I don't know. The future will tell me. But the thing is, like, I felt that was the right decision to do. I saw myself more working in international like environment. I don't know, United Nations, European Union, like institutions. You have to know that there are many institutions in the European Union, not only like the classical one, the Commission, the Parliament, the Court of Justice. So there are many stuff that you can do in European Union. It's not firstly the most important. And again, I saw myself more like being someone that travel a lot, maybe, or I speak 5 languages. So for me, languages are like very cool. It's something that open you many opportunities. So that was my plan. Being part of the European Youth Parliament doesn't make you next year like the for European Parliament. Okay, you do it for yourself. You do it for the experience and for the choice of being a volunteer. If you ask me what I want to do in my life, I'm studying international relations. Next year, I will do something related to human rights or international law. So I hope to become an officer for the Department of the United Nations Human Rights Department. So this is my directorate. Sorry. So this is my dream. After we see if I will join it or not. It depends. Life is life, you know. You also to see what is the future for you. Please, Mrs. Felicia.
So I have a question from one of my students. Her microphone doesn't work, but she's here with us, Adelina. She wants to know what's the most difficult part of your job, because we are sure that there are some aspects that can be difficult sometimes.
So
we can ask for different
yeah.
roles. Please, Alice, go.
Personally, I believe the most difficult is trying to put everything in a schedule. So if you get to study, if you get to visit your friends, if you get to work as well part-time and doing UAP, it's very difficult. And I found it difficult when I had constraints from university, because they were telling me basically, yeah, no, you have to stay basically here, you have to attend classes. And I was like, yeah, okay, but I've planned my UAP session in this period, or maybe during like exams period, you have to study a lot, you don't have the time, you don't have the will to work on EYP. So it becomes difficult. But after a bit, you get the handle of it. You know how to organize your little activities. You know you can trust other people helping you during that period, and you can exchange that kind of help. So I believe that's also very nice. Or otherwise, I would say kind of the FOMO of, seeing people, meeting with other people, and you're like, oh no, I miss you, please let's meet again. So I would say that part. Marco?
I would say that sometimes it's hard. Like, I will be honest. Also, like being a volunteer, it means that you dedicate yourself. Okay, you are not forced to. You can also drop your like the task that you gave yourself. It, I mean, if it sometimes it happens. Like it's something that again, it's something that you choose to do. So no one like force you. But sometimes it's, as Ali said, it's hard to put everything together. And I would say sometimes from the usual tasks that I do, so academic one, it's hard sometimes to okay, now teacher will kill me, but sometimes to deal with teachers because they expect a lot maybe from their delegates, and that's completely fine. But I saw, for example, in Spain in particular, when I was in Spain there, and in Italy as well, there is a I'd never been in Romania in UAP session, but I will. They invited me, so maybe soon. There is a lot of competition between delegates, and sometimes this competition is like fed, um, unfortunately, from the school system, and it's sometimes something that happens. We always have to remember that it's not a competition. In general, the life is not a competition. We are different. There are the different like way of learning, way of achieving something. So everyone is different. So this is it. I think it's important to remember that this is for everyone. You a single person, you value, you have something to do in your life. Maybe you don't know it yet, but there is a reason if you are here, if you are in this moment, if you are in the place that you are, and you have to find and follow your path, and no one have to force you, or no one have to tell that you don't like you are not meaningful. Bye bye. So again, I know that's the end probably. If you have any question, we are happy to answer. I don't have nothing to do today, so until 14. After 14, we can discuss. But the thing is, like, you as person, you value, you have like it's important that you find the place that you own in the world, and you fight for that. Like it's important to fight for your position, for your belief. So please never let anyone tell you what to do or who you are. You just have to follow the path and find yourself. Okay, it's very important, and each of you has a core value, and it's meaningful for the future. So we are like all little pieces of puzzle creating the future, and we can decide to be a smaller one or a bigger one, but each piece is important for making the whole picture. It doesn't matter if you're little, if you're big, if you have big impact, if you have small impact. It doesn't matter. You have an impact, and that's the important thing. Thank you so much. Mulțumesc and gracias. And grazie.
I want to say a few words and thank you very much for this opportunity because we think it's very important, as you said, to involve our students in outside the school activities, and volunteering is one of them, because nowadays it's very difficult to make students understand the importance of doing something outside school, or of doing something that you don't get paid for, or there aren't any rewards, only the reward of fulfilled work. And I want to thank my students today because most of them are great students that respond anytime we need them, and that get involved in the lot of activities outside their school. And I know it's very difficult for them, and I want to thank them. And thank you because it's very important for our students to see people like you and to listen to people like you, close to their age, and to understand, as you said, that anything is possible. So I try to tell them this all the time. With this European Union and no more borders for us, they have huge opportunities, and I encourage them to go abroad. If they don't like having a life there, they can always come back home, but it's important to see first of all what the world offers them. And thank you so much, because today I know they enjoyed you're talking and they learn many things from you, and the fact that you are close to their age and that you are an example of what teenagers can achieve. And congratulations for your work. Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much.
much, madam. And I wanted to add something. Just sorry, I'm a yapper. First thing, English is not important. I mean, it's important because you have to speak in English, but we don't care about the level of your English. Like, it's important that you're understandable. When I started, I mean, my English is not the best. You can hear it, but when I started, it was really worse. Like, I was speaking with a very Italian accent, you know. Um, but now I think also my English improved thanks to UAP because it made me work a lot and also on speaking and practicing. And one other important thing, it's always thank to your teachers, because UAP is founded by teachers, and teachers like are the core, like, backbone of our organization. So thanks, Mrs. Felicia, for your work, and also for, sorry, I didn't get the name of the teacher from Spain, but also to you, sir. Thank you so much, because
Juanmi, I think it's Juanmi.
Mr. Wanmi, let's something that is very meaningful for the future.
Yes, and
So
he's a very, I don't know if he can hear us anymore, but I want to thank him because he's a great coordinator in this e-twinning project, and he always has a lot of activities. And also we have to thank to the Italian team that had the idea to invite you today, and our students had a lot to learn from you, and if it's okay with you, we'll stay in touch.
yes, of course, madam. I gave you our personal email. For any question, you can reach us. And I also gave you the email from EWP Romania. So if you want to contact them, they will tell you how to participate and how to join the EWP Romania session. They do, I think, one national and 4 regional every year. So there are many opportunities. And the now president, she's Anna Maria Petcu. She's a very brilliant and magnificent girl. Woman is maybe too old, but she's like
Woman
the
to be.
same woman to be. That's the point. Yes. Do you guys have any other question, any curiosity? You can ask me anything. Like, also, if you want to know, I don't know, anything.
So maybe at some point, after they think about it a little more, if you agree, maybe towards the
No
end of
problem.
our projects, we can have another meeting.
Of course, I'm always free, apart when I have exam, but usually I don't care. No, I mean, I'm kidding. Oh, please, Adelina.
Okay, so do you hear me?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, finally. So, what skills do you think are important for your job? Like, what should you do? You have to be communicative or something to.
Alice, you want to, or?
Well, I'm thinking, but you add on top of it. So you've mentioned like the main one, in my opinion. Communication is very important. We're here to support each other, but if you don't speak about it, if you speak about your difficulties or like what problems you can encounter, there will be nobody to help you because they don't know. So basically the work is not going to go well. But we're a very communicative team, and that's why we haven't had many problems. As an NC, we've been driving quite a lot, I would say. But generally also like the willing to learn new skills generally. So the willing to improve. Personally, I've joined media and communication because I thought we could bring that to one European aspect as well. If you think about media, it doesn't like connect very well to Europe, to citizenship, to any of that, right? So we've tried to like also challenge ourselves within the organization to try to connect it as much as possible, so you can grow from an aspect which is like, oh, how I can make like podcasts, how I can make layouts, to how can I learn about the new elections, so you can kind of connect the two of them. What else? I would say very like open mind, like a very open minded person, no, kind of aspect personality, in the sense of you're going to find yourself in very difficult situations. Sometimes you will not understand the people that surround you, because we're a very wide network as well, and we come from very different like cultural backgrounds. I'm sorry, I have some children here next to me. So basically, you will never maybe understand the people that surround you, and you have to have the will of trying to understand them and trying to understand their background, and you're going to see that you have a lot of similarities with them. So you maybe are going to be friends with people you never guessed you're going to be friends with. So just a very like open mind to be there and practice and make mistakes, especially because as a jury member last week, the only thing I was saying is to it's your like personal opportunity to make mistakes. Nobody's there to judge you. There's nobody that is going to tell you what's good or like what's perfect and what's super wrong. And if you make mistakes, you have the chance to improve from there, and you're going to have the opportunity to experiment. So maybe if something doesn't work, you're going to have the opportunity to do something else. So generally just willing to try, and that's a very like nice space for you to try. And like before you get to the actual like work, in the sense of adult job and adult work. So I would say this. I don't know, Marco, if you have something to add on it.
I would just say like to not be scared to discover the world. I would say maybe it's very like obvious, but at the same time not be scared to get out from your comfort zone. Again, I always make this example because it makes me laugh a lot. At the time, I wasn't laughing at all, but I literally went like from like the opposite side of my country. I went in Cyprus. That is, I don't know if you know it, but it's a small island in the middle of Mediterranean, in front of Lebanon and unfortunately Israel. But okay. Um, but you see, that experience like gave me so much because I learned how to live by myself. Because there was nothing. There was no mama and papa. It was me and myself. I was there. And when actually I landed, I was like, oh wow, now I'm alone. Like if everything would happen to me, like my parents would take at least 4 hours to join the country if there is a plane. Okay. So you see, with this experience, you really learn how to grow and make you grow. I was 17, I was like underage and I was a bit scared, of course. My first night, I remember me myself like being in this hotel room because I took an hotel because I was arriving before because there was no time to come from because in Nicosia there is no airport. So
Yeah,
you see,
I have been in Nicosia. Yeah,
amazing. You have to go to Paphos or to Larnaca, and
yeah,
after you have to go, it's like 4 hours of bus, as always. Like,
I know.
so you see, I was there alone. I was like, oh wow, I'm alone. Like, this is my first time being like so far from my house. Actually, it was my first time all alone, so away from my country. And after that, I started traveling. My mom always say to me that I do too many session, just for making and like give you an overview. In the last 4 years, I've been in Czech Republic, in Poland, in Spain, out of times. I will be in Serbia, in Switzerland, couple of times. So France. So I've been in many countries thanks to UAP, and something that I really care about. It's also like I made so many friendships. Like me and Alice, she's from a little town in the middle of nothing in Tuscany. I'm from a big city in Italy, and we met for this reason. And yesterday night we talked until 2 a.m. Yapping about the life. And you see, you become not only friend in UAP, but you become friends in life, and that's the most important thing I think. Like in with these experiences, with these events, you go around the Europe, and you know that anyway you will find a couch to sleep on. Like I always host people from Europe. I host people from Italy in particular. I don't know if I ever hosted Alice. Maybe once. No, never. There will be a time. But for example, I make an example. She's studying in Madrid now, and I was like between Marbella and Bilbao. I was spending some time in Madrid. I call her, Alice, what are you doing this night? And she was like, nothing. Like, then we go out. You see, this is like That's amazing. That's an amazing opportunity, and it's very fun. You have a lot of fun, not only the events. So, yes. Do you have any other question? I'm Alice. No, please. Sorry.
No. I was just adding it's very cheap in the sense of when we do these sessions, I don't know if you know, but basically as an official, but from a delegate you pay a fee, of course, but as an official, when you get to be an official, you don't pay for food, you don't pay for accommodation, you just pay for your travel to get there. So that's why we also travel so much, because who organizes the events are also the people in charge for like finding money to from sponsors, etc., and food to actually give to you. So maybe in some NCs the food is going to be the best. In Valencia, for example, I cannot tell you how much food we had. We had bubble tea for coffee breaks and stuff like that, and you're thinking like, what like bubble tea, why? But there are some NCs who struggle a little bit more because maybe there are not so many sponsors. When I personally organized an event, it was a little bit more difficult because in my little town there's nobody who actually is willing to pay or actually to want some advertisement from EYP, but in some it just goes very well. So basically when you go to another session, you just go, you don't pay for food, you don't pay for accommodation, so you have like maybe 5 days of sleeping in this accommodation with other people, so you have time to bond, you have time to enjoy it. And then as a delegate you pay a little fee, but it's not that major. And when you get to like the leadership levels, which it doesn't take that much actually, you're also like reimbursed for your travels. So that's very, very, very nice. And you get the opportunity right now to travel as much as you can, basically. So that's what I was saying when I intended it's cheap. It's a good thing to think about. So yeah. Go, Marco.
No, just to add, like there are other opportunities like MUN. It's very similar to us. They are different from many aspects, but at the same time, like their trip costs a lot. We try to be as much as possible inclusive and like I would say affordable for everyone. So we try our best. And anyway, Peter, we are now making some, I won't say scholarship, but yes, pass me the word for helping the students to pay, for example, for the travels or pay the fees. So fees are not always like we are talking. For example, in Italy, we ask €100 for students for the national events, only 30 for the regional events, and they cover the whole session for food and like sleep. So it's not a lot, and usually also schools pay for it. So we are not that demanding, we can say. Do you have any other question? Mr. Kwame, thanks to you.
Thank you so much, and look forward to seeing you again. Goodbye. And thank you to my students also. Goodbye. Thank you so much. You are great, and keep on doing what you do. You are the future of Europe, really, indeed.
I wouldn't say nothing else than this.
An amazing way to close it.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for your time, and we always are there to keep in touch with you if you need if you have any kind of question or if you need some extra details from us.
I will again send you the emails all together. So EYP Romania and EYP Spain, and our personal email of me and Alice. So you can copy and paste and like do what you want. I mean, don't spam us with with bad stuff, but yes, you can text us, no problem.
Actually, mine has an extra A, so it's Alice.
Oh, I'm sorry. I brought Alisa. I'm sorry.
You know this name, Alice. Alice, and the other name is?
Marco.
Because it is written Angel.
Da, părinții mei sunt români.
Da, ne bucurăm atunci. Da, am recunoscut un nume foarte românesc.
Da, e foarte românesc. Da.
Deci data viitoare vorbim în limbi și un pic în limba română.
Păi, dacă vreți, nu vorbesc prea mult. E foarte italianesc. Putem să încercăm.
Da, putem să încercăm.
Bine.
Thank you so much, and it was a great pleasure and a very nice surprise.
Eu sunt Marco.
Yes,
No,
because Italian is very easy for us. So we went on a lot of Erasmus with my students in Italy.
Oh, nice.
Yes, we were in the city of Atri, a very nice city. You don't know Atri? It's like a medieval city in the middle of Italy, north to Rome, about 200 kilometers, very close to Pescara.
Yeah, I see. It's in the Abruzzo.
Abruzzo, yes. Our coordinator was from there, and at the beginning when we went with our students and we were a little bit shy, but they said there isn't any problem. They understood Italian perfectly. So
that's amazing.
Until they started.
I know a few words in Romanian because I had a Romanian date, we can say. So yes, I know undi este baia.
Very important.
Very important. I know how to count, so I can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, until 30, not anymore. I know the bad words. I won't say it, but I know all the bad words. Of course.
Our students know them too, so don't worry.
For
No,
sure.
we don't know any bad words.
No, of course. And oh no, I know to say something. Wait. Formosa,
Yes.
No?
Yes, we
Formosa.
do.
Yes.
Formosa, yeah.
Do you by chance know how to say I love you?
Te iubesc?
Yes.
Hey guys,
Very
Good job.
you know, like for flirting, you have also to know the best words, no?
Yes, and
So-
also this was a very important aspect because in most of our projects, we tried to make a very short, let's say, dictionary. It's too much to say, but the same words and phrases, we had our students learn them in all the languages of the project. And
That's
it was very
amazing.
important, yes, because they started to understand, as you said, that language should not be a barrier. I always tell my students, no one will pay attention to your English mistakes, don't worry.
That's
And
the
I
point.
encourage them because there are so many people from our country who went abroad and they didn't know anything and they managed. So I always encourage them to speak all the time. Nobody will pay attention and nobody will say anything bad about you. And also the fact that you learn a few words in the language of that country is very important because people there will welcome you maybe a little more warmly.
That's the point.
If
I
they-
completely agree. When I travel, I always to try to like learn few stuff. For example, I was in Morocco and I learned a few stuff, how to say thank you, how to say good morning. Like it's very funny because, for example, I work every summer. I work in a village in Saint-Tropez, and because of that, I speak many languages. And every time that there are like people from Romania, I would say "Bună ce faci?" And they always started talking to me in Romanian. I was like, no, I'm sorry. My Romanian is this. I'm sorry.
Yes, but there
But
was
they
a
are-
smile on their face. And the
That's
way
the point.
it's very
That's the
important.
point.
So this cultural heritage and cultural diversity, I think it's very important.
It's
So thank you
necessary.
so much. We have to go to classes,
I'm
unfortunately.
sorry. Mulțumesc
thank
for
you so
everything.
much. And
So-
see you next time. We look forward. Mulțumesc și copiilor mei. La
Mulțumesc.
revedere. Goodbye.
Mulțumesc.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Pa,
Bye.
pa.
Bye.
Bye.